What if the reason you can't move on has nothing to do with the person you lost, and everything to do with the story you're still telling yourself? Think about it. Why do some people recover from heartbreak, betrayal, or major loss and continue living their lives while others remain emotionally stuck for years? Why can two people experience the same breakup, yet one finds peace while the other keeps replaying the past? Many people believe that time heals all wounds, but if that were true, nobody would still be thinking about a relationship that ended years ago. Or if nobody would still be haunted by a mistake they made long ago. The truth is that moving on has less to do with time and more to do with what happens inside the mind. Today we'll explore 7 reasons why some people never move on. Number 1, they are holding on to a dream. When a relationship ends, people often think they're grieving the person. But many times they're grieving the future they imagined, the vacations they planned, the home they hoped to buy, the family they wanted to build. What hurts isn't always the loss of the person. It's the loss of the life they expected to have. Because that dream felt so real, letting go can feel like abandoning a piece of themselves. So they stay attached, not to reality, but to a future that no longer exists. Number 2, they become trapped in what if. The human mind loves revisiting the past. What if I had called sooner? What if I hadn't made that mistake? What if I had fought harder? These questions create an endless loop. Instead of accepting what happened, people keep trying to rewrite history in their minds. The problem is that no amount of thinking can change the past, yet many people spend years replaying events, hoping they'll eventually find the answer that makes the pain disappear. But the answer never comes, because the past isn't a puzzle to solve, it's something to accept. Number 3, their identity was built around what they lost. Sometimes people don't just lose a relationship, they lose a version of themselves. Maybe they spent years being someone's partner. Maybe they built their entire identity around a career. Maybe they saw themselves as a successful entrepreneur, athlete, or provider. Then, suddenly, it's gone. And now they face a difficult question. Who am I without this? Before they can move on, they must build a new identity. And that takes time and courage. Number 4, pain becomes familiar. Most people assume that everyone wants to heal. But healing requires change, and change can be frightening. Even painful situations can become familiar. A person may not enjoy their suffering, but at least they understand it. It's predictable. Moving forward means stepping into uncertainty. It means risking disappointment again. And for some people, staying emotionally attached to the past feels safer than facing an unknown future. Number 5, they are waiting for closure. Many people believe they need one final conversation, one final explanation, one final apology. They tell themselves that if they could just understand why it happened, then they could move on. But life rarely works that way. Sometimes people leave without explaining. Sometimes mistakes can't be undone. Sometimes questions remain unanswered forever. The reality is that closure isn't always something another person gives you. Often, closure is something you create yourself. It's the decision to stop waiting for answers and start living again. Number 6, they romanticize the past. Memory is not perfect. It edits, it exaggerates, it leaves things out. When people miss someone or something, they often remember only the good moments, the laughter, the excitement, the happy memories. Meanwhile, the arguments and disappointments slowly fade away. Over time, the past becomes idealized. It starts looking perfect, and when you compare reality to a perfect memory, reality will always lose. That's why some people stay stuck. They're not comparing today to what actually happened. They're comparing today to a fantasy version of the past. Number 7, they fear starting over. Starting over sounds inspiring when people talk about it. But living it is another story. Starting over means uncertainty. It means rebuilding. It means making mistakes and facing rejection again. And that can be exhausting. Many people secretly stay attached to the past because beginning again feels overwhelming. As long as they keep looking backward, they never have to take the first step forward. But eventually, everyone faces a choice. Stay where they are, or move towards something new. The ancient Stoics understood something that many people still struggle to accept. A great deal of suffering comes from resisting reality. We suffer because we want the past to be different. We want people to change. We want life to follow our plans. But reality doesn't negotiate. What happened has already happened. The Stoics taught that peace begins when we focus on what we can control. We cannot control yesterday. We cannot control other people. We cannot control outcomes. But we can control our response, and that response determines whether we remain trapped or move forward. At the end of the day, people who never move on are rarely trapped by another person. More often, they're trapped by a memory, a dream, a regret, or a future that never happened. The past may explain who you are, but it should never define who you become, because life only moves in one direction, forward. And sometimes the bravest thing a person can do is stop asking, "Why did this happen to me?" and start asking, "What can I build from here?" If you found this video meaningful, leave a comment with the word "forward" to remind yourself that your story isn't over yet. And if you enjoy content that explores psychology, relationships, human nature, and timeless wisdom, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next video.